Hi everybody! Today I wanted to shoot this all matte fall makeup look for you because I have been so ready for fall. I'm so excited about all the new fall trends and colors and makeup, and today was the perfect day. I was so inspired because yesterday here it was 100 degrees literally, and today the high was like 65, so I got my first little taste of fall. And so I figured I'd do my fall makeup look for you. Like I said, this is a completely matte makeup look. There's not a single thing on my face that has shimmer in it. For this look, I'm just doing a matte, like reddish brown eye, as you can see. The red kind of looks really good with blue eye colors, but it can complement any eye color. You could do like a warmer tone brown for your skin tone or whatever, really whatever nude browns that you have. I just used my Naturally Pretty palette because every shade in it is matte, so I had a lot to choose from, along with the ItsJudyTime Palette, a couple of colors from those. But just a reddish brown eye and a mauve nude lip, kind of the 90s lip. But that's about it. I mean, it's a really simple look. The thing is just it's completely matte, not a single bit of shimmer on the face. Some will like it, some will not, but I like it for fall. I think in the summertime it can look really harsh. You're going to be able to tell in the daylight how matte it is, but in the fall I think you can get away with more of a matte look. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you want to see how I got the look, just keep watching. I'm starting out with Fresh Sugar Lip Scrub because we're using a matte lipstick. We want our lips to be completely flake free and as smooth as possible. Then we'll just put on a little lip balm to hydrate our lips while we're doing the rest of our makeup. I've already applied my moisturizer, and I'll be using the Revlon Colorstay for Oily Skin foundation. I like this foundation because it is really matte, full coverage, but I use a lot less than I normally do with my other foundations because it is so thick and full coverage. I don't want it to look like a mask, so I'm using a beauty blender to apply it, which also helps sheer it out just a little bit and make it not look cakey. But this is great for oily skin, and also great if you're looking for a good matte foundation from the drugstore. Then I'm using my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer to conceal the dark circles, and also I'll put just a little bit on my eyelids to prep for eyeshadow. To conceal the remaining acne scars and acne marks, I'll be using my Tarte Amazonian Clay Concealer. To set everything, I'll be using the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in Translucent and my Sigma F25 brush. Now we have to curl our lashes to really open up the eye area, and my eyelash curler is by Uemura. For contour, I'll be using the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, and this is completely matte, with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And I know this brush is typically used for liquid foundations, but I find it's just the perfect size for my face for contour. And do not worry, I will definitely blend this out, but I'm just putting down a line where I want the contour, and I'll go back and blend in a minute. But I highly suggest this bronzer for all fair skin tones, and if you're a little bit darker, you can get the original chocolate Soleil bronzer, and it's a little bit darker, but still completely matte. I'll be using my Sephora Pro Contour brush in order to blend this out, and I originally bought this brush to actually do the contour, but it's still just a little bit fluffy. I need a really small brush for my small cheeks, and this works perfectly just to blend out that line that I laid down with a smaller brush. Next, we're going to start on our eyes with the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty Face Palette, and the first shade I'll be using is In Love. I'll just be applying this with my finger all over the lid up to the crease, nothing too precise here. And then I'm going to take the shade Warmth with the Sephora Pro Crease Brush and laying this on top of that Love color, focusing on my eyelid on the outer half. Then we'll take the color Soulful, which I'm not pointing to the right one here, but it's in Soulful, with that same brush and applying it right above the crease. Now I'm using my ItsJudyTime Palette, and I'm using this light brown shade. Sorry, these don't have names. And using a Sephora Pro Precision Crease Brush to put this right in the crease and a little bit on the outer V. Using my Sigma E30 pencil brush, I'll apply the dark brown shadow just to the outer V of the eye. And I'm not going to show it here, but you have to really blend this. And I know for a while it stays unblended, but I go back with that first fluffy crease brush and blend all of this out once I get it all put down. Back in the Naturally Pretty palette, I'll use the shade Sheer Joy. It's just the lightest shade in the palette, and I use it for a highlight. I'll lay it down on the inner half of my lid just to brighten that part up, the inner corner, and of course my brow bone. I'm just taking that same dark brown shadow on my pencil brush and applying it to my lower lash line, focusing on the outer half, not bringing it too far in, and just kind of smoking that out and connecting it to that outer V. I'll be using my Urban Decay pencil in Demolition, which is a really dark brown, to just line right in between my lashes. It's not going to be a very thick line. It'll just make your eyelashes look more full. For brows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil, and I'm just combing my brows into place so I can see where I need to fill in. I have naturally really dark, thick eyebrows, so I don't have to do too much, but I'm just kind of filling in those sparse areas. You want to be sure and go back and comb out your brows after you filled them in. This will make everything blended and no harsh pencil lines, and it makes it look so natural. This is a great eyebrow pencil, especially for beginners. Then I'll just set them with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Then of course I have to use my favorite mascara of life, the L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara in Original. And this is pretty self-explanatory. I think we all know how to apply mascara. But let's just take a moment and appreciate the mascara face. For blush, I'll be using Tarte Amazonian Clay in Exposed, and this has always been one of my favorites for fall because it's beautiful nude color and completely matte. I'll be applying this with this is actually a new brush from IT Cosmetics. It's their blush brush, but if you've seen at Ulta, they came out with a whole new line of brushes, and I really love this one. It is super soft. Now we just have to take all the lip balm off that we applied and have clean, dry lips for the liner and lipstick. and I'm using Bare Minerals liner in Thistle, and I'm honestly not even sure if they still make this anymore. I bought it that long ago, but I absolutely love it, and so if they have it, I'll link it down below. But it goes on so smooth and doesn't drag like a lot of lip liners do. Just as I'm finishing this up, I realized that I forgot to contour my nose and that I want to contour my lip. So I'm using that same Too Faced bronzer and my Precision Crease brush. I wiped it off from my eyeshadow, but it's the perfect size to do the sides of my nose and right up under my lip. And you can tell I'm blowing off all the excess because you don't want any type of harsh lines when it comes to contouring your nose and right up under your lip. Now back to the lips. I'm using my Urban Decay Revolution lipstick in Rush, which is just a really pretty mauvey nude color, and I think it goes great for those 90 trends that we got going on with the lips. And it has just that little bit of shine, so at the end I will use a Kleenex to take off all the shine, and it leaves it completely matte. And that's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you so much for watching.